Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys and she's, or Z's, or however you pronounce that, XIE, whatever that is. Anyways, hello, and welcome to round 7 of the Titanium series, December Challenge, the day before New Year's Eve. Thank you to all the players who played today. All the 82 players, new record for Titanium Tournament. A few months ago we had 80. Today we had 82. So series is growing. Appreciate you all for coming. Appreciate Sam for judging. Matt Stone for judging. Thanks, guys. And you guys, viewers, for listening. Really appreciate that. So for your viewing pleasure, we have Ben Cohen, who if you watched all this, you already saw earlier, like round 2, something like that. And Milford Mike DeCoste, who I am remiss for not featuring yet. He's an awesome deck. He's a Bedlam Reveler Mardu deck. Bedlam Reveler, the card advantage engine. Ben Cohen, Bant Eldrazi. And we're going to see what Ben's working with. There's the IOK. So we got a Smasher, a Drowner, a Path. Pretty good hand, pretty high-powered hand. It's not fast, but it's high-powered. These cards will need answers, right? Reality Smasher must be answered. Drowner must be answered. And Lingering Soul's not a good answer. Lingering Soul's a good answer to a lot of creatures. Not those creatures. Ben picks up a Thought Knot for the turn. Huge draw for him. Gives him something to do on turn 3. Thoughtseize gonna show Mike the bad news. And yeah, the super powerful Eldrazi is taken. The most expensive one, the most valuable one, the one that is the mainstay of all Eldrazi Temple decks. Some people play Displacer, some people don't. Some people play Smasher, some don't. This guy, everyone plays the TKS. And Ben just has to say go. Letting Mike set up his mana, set up his mana, set up his mana. Let's see what he's got for turn 3. Three mana, Blood Moon in the main deck. And that might just be the game. Because all those lands pushed over to the side there for Ben Cohen, none of them work. Looting, souls. And a clock is established. Amazing start for Milford Mike, right? Discard spell, Blood Moon. Stop your play, Blood Moon. And unless Ben draws a Singleton Wastes, it's going to be pretty ugly. He has no main deck island, so that Drowner's not getting cast anytime soon. Maybe a Displacer if he draws a Plains. Maybe an Ancient Stirrings if he draws a Forest. All Mike can do is drain for 2 with Brutality. Ben land go. Mike emptying his hand for that Bedlam Reveler. The lovely Adam Snook there in the background. Lower lip out. Arm at his side. What a guy. Ben putting up the bare minimum fight. The tiny bit of fight. Engineered for 0. Coligon's going to say, shock you and blow that up. Mike doesn't care. He's just emptying his hand for Bedlam Reveler. Doesn't matter to him. He's not using his cards to full effect. He's getting 2 for 1. Doesn't matter. Lightning Bolt your face. Doesn't matter. Lightning Bolt you. Bedlam Reveler. Come to the play, discard your hand, draw 3 cards. 3/4 prowess. Ben needs planes, can't find one. Three mana. Flashback. Faithless Looting. Mike, gonna try and end the game this turn. 1, 2. In for 5. Bring your opponent to 1. No draw in the deck for Ben. He's going to make Mike go through the motions, though. Scoop up. As though we didn't know. Ben points to the blood moon. Yeah, we know, Benjamin. We know. We know that's a good card. Woo! Blood Moon. So, Mike takes game 1, and honestly, I would be remiss too if I didn't mention that this is a pair down. Mike is 5-1, and with terrible tie breaks, and Ben is 4-2. So they're both fighting for a potential spot in the top 8, in addition to cash, of course. But Mike has a much better chance at that top 8. Ben will have to win and then pray that something strange happens for him to make top 8. So Ben, senior in high school, going to college, taking that path that so many of us Magic players do. Where we go to school and we perhaps don't concentrate as much as we should on our studies. We perhaps play a little too much Magic. I speak from experience. I played way too much Magic in school, then dropped out of school to pursue Magic cards. Not exactly the best life decision. Now, Mike definitely not a high school senior. Mike's a little different. Mike's a grown man. Mike works as a paraprofessional in a school system, so he's near and dear to my heart. Something that I do as well. He wrangles children every day as part of his job, so he is on school vacation. Very, very nice feeling, let me tell you. If you ever wonder why people would be teachers, you know, you like think about how much they work, how little they get paid, how thankless their job is. Well, think about the vacations. The winter, the Thanksgiving, the February, the April, the summer. So many vacations. It's awesome. I'm counting down to February vacation right now. It's only December. Anyways, we got a noble hierarch. So both players turn one play that they want. Ben, Superman accelerated turn 2. Threatening a turn 3 Drowner or Smasher here. This is huge. Mike, all he has is a Blood Crypt. Worst season. And obviously Smasher's the take, leaving Ben with a whole lot of nothing. Right? He has 2 paths that he can't cast. And just mana sources. And yeah, he has a Talisman. But what good is a Talisman if you have no spells to cast with it? Now, Ben has a line of play open to him, right? He can, like, path his guy to activate his Seagate Wreckage. But look at this. I mean, Mike's on 2 lands. This is an interesting play. Interesting line of play. Young Pyromancer is a good one to get off the board. Oh, rewarded. Okay. The Master at work here. In for 8. Opponent to 6. Scoops. That was not very close, was it? Milford Mikey packs it in. Hopes to get a little better match next time. You got the crap beat out of you, kid. That's what a guy from Worcester would say. Milford, basically the woo, kid. Yeah, I'll show this Cohen kid who's boss, yeah? Maybe a little turn 3 Blood Moon. That's my pretend Worcester accent, for those of you who don't know. Who don't know what a cross between a Brooklyn man and a Boston man sounds like. That's it. That's not what people from Worcester sound like. I'll tell you that. To other people in this top 8, by the way, I mean, you guys are watching this after the fact, so it's not like this is any suspense to you. It's not like you don't know who's in the top 8 if you didn't want to. But I'll tell you anyway, because I want to. Nate Leclerc playing Valakut. Andrew Jetty, I believe... What was he playing? Shoot, I don't remember. Nick Furno playing Tron. Devin Callahan might be top 8ing playing Storm, or playing Humans. Joseph Horton might be top 8ing playing Green Tron. Alex Lloyd on a Jeskai deck. Odin Ensman on Burn. Adam Snook on Jund. Andrew Jetty also playing Titan Shift, I believe. So, 2 Primeval Titan decks, 2 Tron decks, a Burn deck, a Jund deck, a Jeskai deck, a pretty good smattering. No unusual combo decks. No pure control decks. Nothing off the wall. Right, like when people think about Modern, they think off the wall. They think a format that's degenerate. They think a format that's devolved, that's wide open. It's really not true, right? I mean, everyone's playing a fairly stock deck here. Like, yeah, Mike has this Bedlam Reveler deck, sure. But it's been around for months. Just no one's really played it. Keep, bottom. So both on 6 cards, and effectively both going to be on 5 cards here. Because Inquisition takes Ancient Stirrings, leaves Ben with a whole lot of nothing here. Warship, Path, 3 lands. Not a bad hand if he can find like a Thought Knot. Find a Talisman. Talisman would help this hand a lot. Noble Hierarch, same. Windswept Heath is what he did find, though. So Foothills from Mikey. Gets Mountain. Does not want to take 2 extra damage. He's got a Faithless Looting. Wants to keep this black source open in case he draws a discard spell. Unusual to fetch before the draw spell. But, you know, he thins it out. He leaves himself maximum options. And yeah, he does hit a discard spell. Thoughtseize. This has Worship or Path to Exile. And I have to imagine it's going to take the Worship. Much more high impact card. Path. Just going to be a burden with that Seagate Wreckage in Ben's hand. Ben's going to want to use the Path. Might not have a target. Windswept Heath left uncracked. This is just to hedge against Blood Moon. There it is. There's the Blood Moon. Ben going to respond with a crack. Now, this is interesting because Mike has no swamps. So both players not really running on much action here. Mike has 1 card in hand, no swamps. Ben has like a path that he is not going to have a target for in a long time. The good news, though, for Ben is that he has 2 basic forest in the deck. And, you know, if I were Ben, I really would not have pathed that right there. Yeah, at least see what you draw. And don't give Mike the black source. Right? Like, you can take one hit from a Bedlam Reveler at 17 life. This opens up the Inquisition of Kozilek. This opens up the Kolaghan's Commands. This opens up the Terminates. That was really hasty on that Path to Exile. You're at 20 life. Like, that is such a higher value target to path. You could path that in the first main phase. They wouldn't even get a token. And yeah, you'd still have to deal with the Bedlam Reveler. But you wouldn't have to deal with Goblin Rabblemaster. Ben taking 6 down to 12. Forest. That's what Ben needs. Nope. Eldrazi Temple. Bolt, bolt, he says. Bolt, bolt, you're dead. Handshake. Blood Moon. Boom. Blood Moon. The card. Blood Moon. The card. Wow. Come on, Mikey. Hold that Blood Moon up to the camera. Show us how it's done. Hell of a Magic card. Well played. Well played on both sides. I like how Mike played it. Ben, I don't think that path is necessary. I mean, as it turns out, you still probably would have lost. Bedlam Reveler, 5 swings might have killed you. But, yeah. So, well played, Mike. Ben, you wouldn't have won that anyway. Don't take it too hard. You side in the Talisman. You did what you could. And we're going to have a top 8 real soon for you. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing up. And I hope you stick with us 3 more rounds. We're going to crown a champion. We're going to invite 2 players to the Titanium Finals. We're going to give out a Titanium Champion playmat. Thanks, guys.